Day in the life of running a seven-figure Fiverr agency in Serbia, and I want to show you guys how this day is being authentic, being transparent, being how it is, Heading to the office, had a quick breakfast, and you're gonna see behind the scenes of how the business is running. Hello. Did you go over the sheet I created?
Yeah, I saw it, and then I'm just.
It's not gonna be like a precise rule. You can play around with this. With the other one, not the master sheet, right? Just finished the call of Nina. We're currently doing daily calls because we're trying to test this like a new system with re-engaging the past clients. I think it's working well. Basically, the idea, like you have your Fiverr, and this is the way where you conduct your business, where you have a communication with clients, everything, right? And you can keep it not only like that, but you can keep it as managing your orders. In our case, it makes it much easier because we have like 200 plus active orders on a consistent basis. So this is also not only for us the traffic and orders, but also communication management. So, but besides that, if you have a presence like on LinkedIn, on Instagram, you can still push people from your social media to your Fiverr. And this is something that many people don't do, and many people maybe don't see a potential, but there is a huge potential, and you can actually get rewards back from Fiverr in multiple ways. Can be the affiliate commission, or it can be bring your own business, which means that you can keep the 20% all the time. But the buyer has to be new. They have to be new for Fiverr. They have to register for Fiverr for first time and order your service. That's the conditions. But still, it's been working well. Right now it's 9:51, so we have one more call about content, weekly call. I want to show you as well, because we are in the beginning of February now, looking at last month. So we were able to reach 36.7k, which is really good actually, because in 2024 we've been consistently like hitting about 27, 28, 29, 30 in December, and this month has been, the January month has been the highest, which is good. So that means the strategies we're trying to implement, they are working. These are the stats so far. It's pretty crazy. We're gonna soon reach 30,000 orders, and yeah, that's just a big milestone.
I don't know. I tried to make the content a bit more engaging. They accepted straight away. They were happy with the designs. Maria was working on them, and I really liked it.
So we just finished our content call. I think this is great because we have two directions. We are doing growth on Instagram, so we are growing Instagram accounts. If you need help, you can always go and link in the description and contact me on Fiverr. The same goes for content. So we have really amazing designers, and this is also another part of I guess process and learning and experiencing, because it's very hard to build a team, and it's even harder to sustain, to keep things in place, because always people, when they join, like let's say you give them any type of salary or something, they're always excited, everything is going to be good at the beginning, but then you're always going to have some periods of time where you have to really have a good control and a system, because otherwise, like everyone, if you don't have a system, people are tempt to not necessarily relax, but they tend to lose focus, and they don't really understand where they are going by working with you. So I think we're doing, last month has been actually good for us on the content side. We have currently like over 40 active clients on the content, so girls are pretty fully booked at the moment. But still, it's I think we really have assistance, because we're not doing this just now. We've been doing this content service for last few years, and really Mila, she's been also a big help regarding that, in terms of like helping establishing the system. And you guys seen probably from my Fiverr profile that she's my wife, and she started to first helping me, and then now she's also helping with the systems, with managing our designers, with tasks, and this is a big help. So that's it for the calls. We are just pretty much done for the calls. We don't have really a lot of calls but these are just the mandatory ones that always happens. And yeah, now get back to the work. We have messages to reply, we have other things to do, and keep you updated. All messages are clear. Alyosha, good job.
Good job yourself.
No, we did it together. So weekends, well, me personally, well, Alyosha now, he's in charge of communication mostly. So on the weekends, I tend to not touch Fiverr unless there's something urgent. And today, this morning, we had like 70 messages. I think Nina replied to some, it was like 60 or something. And we just like got it cleared. Need to do some order messages. Just back to the other things as always. So we have the meeting room is finishing in a few minutes. Yeah, so this is a great. That's where we film the content. That's where we spend a lot of time discussing and talking. And now we're gonna be back to the desk, just finishing the work at the desk. We are actually in this co-working space. I unfortunately cannot show you much because obviously the privacy and filming people, but it's a very cool spot because it's in the center of Belgrade, and they have two locations. One of them is in the center, another one is a bit further center. And here it's cool. You can come, you can actually just pay for like to stay in the desk. They have like the community desks, which you can just pay and come, and then you have the dedicated desks, which is like it's attached to you, and you can just obviously pay monthly or every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. And and then you can actually have a possibility to rent the meeting rooms as well. So you have this one is one of them meeting rooms, it's probably one of the bigger ones, and then you have another 2 meeting rooms we have as well. So it's cool, but I think working in this sort of environment is probably much better because you're meeting other people, you are exchanging ideas, you are, I think, more motivated as well. Last month has been good, huh?
Last month, I'm so happy. Finally, we broke actually not even 35k, but almost 37k, which is the best month. So I'm happy to see that I'm helping, that this whole thing is growing. So let's grow 40k and more.
So this is the situation. So we have currently 40k in active orders. So that means if all the orders that we have, we will finish them this month. Supposedly it should be 40k, but usually it's always a bit less. But I think probably close to 37, 38. I think that's doable for sure. Fiverr has been crazy in that way. Even just today, we already got 8 orders. Most of them came from subscriptions, which is another important part. But I think what we really improved in the last few months is not just the sales, but it's like we started to get a lot less cancellations. So we are actually doing a much better job with handling cancellations, but overall communication. So look, December we only have canceled 1,200, November 1,600, October almost 3k. It's crazy. You see how much in cancel, and now it's much better. I would say most of it is because of the staying on top of communication, having clear expectations, so these things are definitely helping so much. Just running to the gym now. 1 hour, and then once we are done, back to the office and just gonna grind until the evening. True day in a life. Oh, I'll go there on the ball. You're in the vlog. Just got done the training. It was amazing. Dragana, she's really amazing. So heading back to home, eat, shower, and get back to office. We are just getting a quick lunch. Honestly, guys, I think as much as I love hustling and I can stay all day working, but in the past I played tennis professionally, so it's kind of like I want to be active, but I remember when I stopped at some point and not doing any exercises and just being at my computer all day, I felt my mind was just so overwhelmed, and I felt like even now I feel like I have so many things to do, and sometimes like we are always behind on things, and I'm also on some things behind which I'm not happy, but it's life, it's entrepreneurship, it's general life, we can be behind of things. But I feel like when I am training, my mind is able to do more, and I still stay more fresh, meaning that I can be more efficient when I need to do some deep work or get into specific tasks. We're of course trying to be healthy too, like we're eating quite healthy, I would say. I think this is also important what you eat. Of course, you want to eat sometimes burgers and pizzas and stuff like that, which is normal. But just eating, I guess, healthy. I remember when I got sick earlier this year. I couldn't do anything. I was just exhausted and feeling so bad. And that's where you start to think that, okay, what if this can happen to you and you have no one can replace you. This is something that I've been thinking a lot before and even now, because this is very important. I'm sure for you this might be also resonates, because you might be thinking, yes, I'm doing something right now, and if I get sick, hopefully, of course, we don't want to get sick, but if it happens, who is going to replace me? So that guys, that's why it's very important to invest in the team. This is very crucial. Finishing lunch, heading to office, and we'll keep you updated. Guys, be careful, please, with your Fiverr accounts. One mistake, this guy can tell you. One mistake can just wipe the whole thing out. It happened to a lot of people, actually. I know some people have created a second account and they continue their journey, but you have to remember, I mean, this is against Fiverr rules. You cannot have two accounts. Yeah, so the same goes with like communication, messaging people. I mean,
Yeah. For example, when somebody says, "Can you hop on a call?" and I don't say call, I say, "I can only communicate here." That's it.
Yeah.
I don't say I cannot do a call, I cannot do a consultation.
I read this incident in the Fiverr forum as well. The seller got restricted because they shared their email address. But the order has not started yet, because they need to share an email. Like basically, there was some seller and he needed to share his email, so the client will add them to the ad account or scheduling platform, whatever. But the order has not started. That's like also red flag. So if you don't have an order started, you cannot really share anything. So that's why I always say, like, only work when you have an actual order, because the buyer can say, oh, sorry, I don't want to work with you anymore, and you have the proof that you shared your email. Building an empire. So today we are looking at, currently we have 12 orders today. 12 orders already. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
because it's Monday. A lot of messages are unanswered, and they need to be pushed and
from the
closed.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always see that drop in the orders, like graph goes like
Yeah. It goes
up
but
and then bump
today's
up.
Yeah.
So we need to think about doing upsells for new services. So we need to think how we will send the message, because like we have so many active orders, and I said today on the call, and it's so going to be good to just think about, like, okay, we have these active orders, how we can increase the spend on the buyer, like how they can spend with us more. And I think we need to, honestly, I would like to ask for us to change gig videos. So we will create like more better gig videos. Like maybe we'll do them in the studio. Like it's gonna be really like professional, good. That's how we did it before, long time ago, and I think it worked well. So it's gonna be more like professional. I'm gonna be walking. We can add some like graphics as well. For example, when we show the content, it's gonna be like nice graphics showing like our examples of content, how we do things. So I think that's gonna be a good impression on the clients, potential clients.
Done for today.
Great, Alosh, great. See you tomorrow.
See you, bro.
Right, so we are finishing the day. It's almost 9 o'clock already. Right now there is no more people pretty much left in the co-working space, so back home soon, just finishing some things. But this is kind of like the real day in a life. I think that's great when you have the co-working space or just an office space, because you can just dedicate your time, and I feel like it's also kind of forcing you a little bit, because you're just really pushing and just focusing on that, so there's not much distractions. But honestly, the other biggest thing which I would say is the people that are here, because they're also working on something their own. They might be in a company, they might be starting a startup, they might be freelancing. So it's always, you get surrounded by these people which you never know, but it might bring you more and more opportunities. So just gonna be finishing some last things. Actually, I'm doing the deliveries now, because this is something that I take care of myself, sending the reports, delivering the orders on Fiverr. So we are looking at today's, we're finishing the day. We have 14 orders. This is actually, I would say, the record for the last 30 days. I haven't gotten to 14 orders. So it's still, I mean, we can still get some more orders in a few hours, but still, this is pretty good. And look at this number, completed orders, 27,777. So yeah, this is pretty insane. The other thing I noticed, I'm getting $177.77. And honestly, guys, I mean, I'm really thankful for you are watching this channel and, you know, supporting this journey, because I really want to have more content which can be valuable for you, and you can just see how things are done, you know, just being authentic and just documenting my journey, how it is. Thank you so much. Without you, this won't be possible to achieve. It's crazy that it's already been growing that much. Main meeting room that we always film content and everything. So yeah, just heading back home. Right. Another great day in the office, and honestly it's good. I mean, I really enjoy it. I'm getting a lot of work done, I'm being productive. Nice to go home and feel like you have finished everything, so you can just come at home and just relax a little bit, you know. You don't need to think about deliveries, you don't need to think about communication messages. Of course, I'm still gonna get new messages from clients even now. The other thing about the city Belgrade, honestly, I'm really liking it a lot, and of course because there are just amazing people here living. I feel people are super friendly. The city is very safe as well. Of course you have always crimes everywhere, but you know, you feel kind of, I don't know, warm, you know. And people are just want to make things even better and nicer and helpful, so that's really positive. Straight is the actual this project they have called Belgrade Waterfront. It's more like higher buildings, you know, everything's developed. We are renting the flat there at the moment. I mean, it's been interesting to live there, and you know, it's kind of interesting to see as well the contrast of the city, because this is something completely different. You know, the other thing with Belgrade is like we live so close, and I mean, if you live in Belgrade, everything is so close from you. You don't need to really have a car. And we're back home. Actually had to open a laptop again. Clients said that they are happy as well. Also an hour ago we got a new order as well. Clients is excited, which is good. We have a completed order here, we have a new order, and then we have a feedback which we can reply together. Feedback. So I usually, of course, I always rate the client as a 5-star. It's been a pleasure working with you. So that's what I usually would say. 5-star. Let's see, hope the client leaves a good feedback. Oh, we got a 5-star. And this is also great because this client is a new client, so I haven't worked with them before, and they were very happy. So that tells me that this is a good sign. On this note, guys, wanted to finish this vlog. Honestly, just let me know how do you like the format, because it's not the same as when I'm recording my sit down videos, because I can just sit down in one location, I can prepare materials or the topics and just discuss what I want to discuss and show you guys as well. I used to create a lot of vlogs. If you go back to my channel 2017, 2018, 2019, you're gonna see a lot more vlogs. I was documenting my journey where I only had like 1,000-2,000 reviews, and now it's like 10,000 reviews on Fiverr. So you can go back to those videos. I think that might be useful. But let me know if you like this format. A really true day in the life, without exaggerating, without renting cars, you know, just how it is, usual days at the moment. Of course, some days are different. You know, you've seen other videos. I recorded a day in life where we were in Spain, and actually that was the plan, to stay, to, you know, continue living there, but things have changed and we are in Serbia. We're gonna be here, I will still say, for several months, and we'll see what's gonna happen next. Thank you so much, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, if you watched until the end, you can check out my newsletter for any behind the scenes content. And of course, if you want to ask me a question, please write it in the YouTube comments. If you write something valuable, I'll be happy to send you $50 as well on PayPal. I think maybe it will encourage you to maybe share your journey a little bit more in the comments, and just, you know, explain your struggles, explain other things. I will select maybe a few people and just send them as well on PayPal. Thank you so much, and hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon.